AIO because my mom gave away my childhood books to charity? This is going to seem very black and white for some of you, but I am so deeply upset, and I am trying not to crash out. I am a grown man. I moved out from home and live in my own house. Today I went to visit my parents, and went up to my childhood bedroom as I usually do, and I noticed stuff moved around in my bookshelf. I asked, and she said some people came by and asked for book donations, and she gave them all the girly books because she doesn't see why I need them still. She's talking about Snow White and Cinderella and The Little Mermaid. I was so freaking furious. I was about to crash out, but I stayed quiet because we have not been on great terms for the last 4 months because of their lack of respect of boundaries with me, and I've been limiting contact. These books hold great sentimental value to me as a child, and I remember spending time with each one and wanting to read them with my kids one day. I never moved them to my place because my place is significantly smaller and I have no room, and where I live there is no storage units nearby. I understand it's their money that bought it, and ideally they can do with it as they please, but she didn't even ask me before giving them away. I also understand it's for charity, but I would have gladly bought a truckload of books and donated it instead of give mine away. I'm so mad and upset, and a lot of you will laugh at me being a grown man acting this way, but I feel like part of my childhood was just ripped away and disappeared now. Edit. Thank you to everyone who responded and read the full post without hyper-focusing that I am a grown man. Some families aren't robotic and have certain dynamics where they don't just renovate their child's bedroom as soon as they move out. Edit number 2. My dad is upset now that I packed all my remaining belongings and stored them at the neighbor's house. I told him why I did it, but he said, "But you didn't need to clear out everything. Those books hold a lot of memories." I can't win, bruh. 1. Are you overreacting? No, you haven't really reacted at all. Feeling upset about something isn't the same as overreacting. The books were obviously very sentimental for you, but do your parents know that? If so, perhaps have a calm conversation with them. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you asked me before donating any of my stuff in the future. Some of the stuff up there means a lot to me. That being said, if something is super important to you, find a way to take possession of it and get it to your place. I know you say you don't have space, but a few books isn't going to make much of a space impact unless you live in Harry Potter's broom closet. Expecting your childhood bedroom to stay untouched and unbothered well into adulthood is a bit ridiculous. 2. Did you ask them to keep them and they got rid of them anyway? It is their house, and if you wanted them so bad, you should have brought them with you. But if you asked them to hold on to them and they didn't, then nor. 3. Not at all. My mom took a lot of my books to her school class, without asking me if I wanted them. I super resented this, but then she retired and had a sale of all her class stuff, and I bought back as much as I could of my own books. I also super resented having to do this. But then again, she also threw away my Barbies and fashion plates because she thought I was too old for them at the age of 12, so 4. I can't wrap my brain around this one. I'm 62 years old, and every time I go to my 92-yo dad's house, he's giving me more childhood treasures of mine that he's saved. Comic books, reading books, first-grade spelling tests, toys, stacks upon stacks of photos I took as a small child that are mostly just blurs and chopped-off heads, etc. I gratefully accept them, take them home, sort through just in case there's anything I actually want, then put the rest in the trash. He saved nearly everything having to do with my childhood and always wrote the date and time on the backs of things. I have so many scribbles that 2-year-old me did on paper, and Dad wrote the time, date, and my age on the backs. He would never in a million years give some of my childhood books to strangers. Anyway, I don't think you're overreacting, but I may be biased based on my own family experience. 5. I know you don't want commenters hyper-focusing on grown man, but are you a 23-yo just out of college or a 43-year-old who's been out of your parents' house for a decade or more?